What's up, everybody? Welcome in another episode of the Rich Dream Show Pod. Make sure I'm looking at the right camera.
There we
real
go.
quick.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
And we gonna get it popping,
There
man.
you
We
go.
back in this thing. My co-host G, I am Smoke, and we got a special guest in the building
Special
today.
guest. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, G, introduce
Man,
our
we
guest,
got
man.
my guy from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Been here. How long you been here now?
About 5 years now.
Been here about 5 years. About the same length of time as me. Man, real solid dude. One of my clients, actually.
As
You know,
can see.
you can tell. There you go.
Stay with it.
There we go. Man, I remember the first time I cut it, man, we was just running it and it was just natural, man. You know, then we kind of share being from the same state and all of that.
Sure.
So I normally bond with guys that move here and, you know, they come to me like I kind of have like a little kind of certain bond with them if they anywhere from Louisiana. It don't matter if it's north, south. Yeah. So man, that's my guy, Big Till.
All right.
Big Till.
No Emmett.
Appreciate you,
you.
no
Emmett.
No Emmett, man.
God bless.
Yeah, nah. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm
Okay.
blessed. I'm blessed, man. Just to kind of dig a little bit deeper from like my roots, even in the radio, TV.
Yeah.
I've done it for about 15 to 17 years.
Okay.
You know, I come from a musical background. Like my grandfather's a jazz musician, so that was my first love. And then going into it, well, everybody in my family usually played something except for me.
Some type of instrument.
I was just gonna ask. What
You ain't
was
play
your ask,
nothing?
man?
Nah, man, like I didn't play nothing. I was always into like the business side, but I was always a talker.
Right.
So, you know, I'll be counting heads and telling my grandfather, I was like, hey, look, there's only $200 in here. We got 200 people in here, and you're charging $10 a pop. Somebody's selling you
Somebody
money.
cheating. Somebody cheating.
Right, who's showing my grandpa money, you heard me?
Somebody getting off on me, man.
Yeah. But coming from New Orleans, man, it's such a rich cultural city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Especially in jazz.
Yeah, especially in jazz.
Yeah.
And I think people miss out on the hip hop side because just mainly you got Cash Money, you have No Limit. But that's all they see. But it's like a deep, rich underground hip hop.
Yeah.
The bounce music.
Yeah, the bounce music. And then you have some people, there was a group called Tiger Woods. There was Tiger Woods, man.
Okay.
So a couple of my partners was in it. And like this straight hip hop.
Okay.
And one guy, man, it goes by Slangston Hughes. Man, when I say he looks like the kid from Bernie Mac.
Oh, the boy. Yeah. Okay. The big head.
Jordan. But man, he'll get on that mic and freestyle your draws off.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Like he is like literally punched in the face, and I've seen dudes like hood dudes just you know coming there with the grill in their
He
mouth.
tough.
They about to get it in, and he coming there with a button up. You know what I'm saying? Have some slacks on.
Yeah.
And he'll rap your face off.
Damn.
That was his thing. He couldn't wait. He was like a nerdy Kendrick Lamar. Like
Slangston?
yeah.
Langston Hughes.
Yeah, and then there was
That's
like guys
tough,
like
though.
Truly Universal.
Yeah.
These guys were like really big. Out here, there's a guy named Chuck. He actually stays out here now. He's deep in the hip hop game. You know, you have Ice Mike that's from there, legendary, super producer, like people like that.
Okay.
So I think people don't really understand, like the culture is past so much past like the
Just
like house
rapping
music,
yeah.
or like bling blinging is you know just one stunt.
Yeah.
Once they put bling bling in the dictionary,
Oh, it's real.
Oh, that's tough.
that was it, man. That's how you set a whole culture like that.
You do.
for
You
real.
do. You do. So let's go back, man. Before you got into radio, man, what part of New Orleans are you from?
I'm from the 7.
You from
the
the
7
7?
ward.
Let them know. Let them know about that, man. So when you say 7 ward, like is that Algiers? I'm not sure. Is that Algiers? Is that what is that?
Seventh Ward is really close to maybe about 10 minutes from the downtown area.
Okay.
So for anybody that don't know, New Orleans is set from different wards.
Exactly.
The most known are like the Third Ward or Uptown, because you start thinking about, of course, Cash Money and No Limit. But then you have the Seventh Ward, and then you have the Ninth Ward and the Lower Ninth Ward. So Lower Ninth Ward now is known mostly for the flooding in New Orleans from Katrina.
My partner was from there. He had moved to Natchez. He was from Railroad.
Yeah, but the Lower Ninth Ward wasn't
John and them from John and Black from Marrero.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so the Marrero is the West Bank of New Orleans.
Yes, that's West Bank. Yes. That's
the West Bank. Now,
tell them about that. Because look, no, hold on. I already know where he's from. I already know where he's gonna go. See, they be talking that New Orleans shit, but people from New Orleans be like, I mean,
I guess
they ain't really the city. That ain't really the city.
That's not Atlanta.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's exactly that.
Yeah.
People
You get what I'm saying?
New Orleans, man, will say that I'm from New Orleans, not Louisiana.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
That's wild.
I swear.
That's a little wild to me.
I swear I hate it, man.
It's a little wild, but you know, I gotta stick on my people's side.
Yeah.
But like on Marrero, that's a West Bank. And New Orleans and the West Bank of New Orleans is literally two totally different.
Yeah.
But they just really close to each other. It's literally over the bridge.
Right.
Place to say the connection.
Like Shreveport and Bossier.
Okay.
Basically, it's a bridge that's
Yeah. So it's only a bridge that connects it. You know, that's it. So it's. I mean, from the beginning of time, it's always been a thing. Hey, you from the West Bank? You're not really from the West
From the city.
I can't wait to talk.
I'm gonna send this to John. I'm gonna send this to John. Nigga, you from the West Bank? You ain't from New Orleans.
That's what they say, man.
No. I've heard this before from somebody, so that's why I knew where we was finna go.
Yeah.
I already knew. So you grew up in the 7th. We all know Lil Wayne is from the 17th. Where is it? Where exactly is the 17th? Like it's
that's close to Uptown, or the Uptown area. So especially back in the 90s, there were crime was just ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
murder capital.
Yeah. Easy. I had a friend of mine that died in my arms at 10. Got shot.
God bless, man.
Yeah, man. So it was just that type of time. But if you're from New Orleans, you know, a big part of the culture came from that. Yeah. So you can't really change it. Now it's being gentrified, so you see all these changes. I seen a video the other day where the brass band was on the famous Frenchman Street. So Frenchman Street is known for having like a lot of jazz bars and clubs and stuff like that.
Right.
And but the brass bands are always out there.
Yeah.
So you see this white guy, looks like Sean Connery on crack. This comes out and he's like berating the brass band, telling them to like get out of here. Like, and it was like he was just really angry. Yeah. And everyone from New Orleans are like, we grew up in this. Right. If you're gonna stay in this area, you know there's gonna be some noise.
Come on now.
When I stayed uptown in my adult life, uptown New Orleans, on Washington and Broad, and everybody will tell you what kind of street that is. Yeah. That cross street is dangerous. It can be. But I knew when I moved there, I knew that at a certain time, I got to run inside.
Yeah, you can't be out there at the same. Hey.
That's a new meaning to being
street light coming on.
Man, for real.
Let me go ahead and
head inside right quick. I'm finna get in the crib.
Right. So you know what area you're moving into. If I move on Frenchman Street, I'm like, I'll tell my wife, hey, look, we moving on Frenchman Street. You ain't gonna get to me nights where you're gonna be able to sleep 1 o'clock in the morning.
You're gonna hear some pop.
So you're gonna hear a lot of noise, whether it's gunshots or music. You know, either way is a part of the culture. That's the reason why people love to go and visit, because it's a part of the culture. But the problem is, especially with those YT folks.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with those folks, they don't understand, like, they want that culture without the culture.
But they don't want what come with it.
They don't want it. They don't want this to come with it. They don't want that skin color to come with it.
But they can't stop that. We are the culture.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Take away that culture,
you have nothing.
It's just going to be like Mobile, Alabama.
Bro. It's funny. I seen to speak to that, I seen a clip. Somebody sent me a clip the other day, and it was a white lady talking about how white people in this country, like, yo, basically what you saying. If you don't like, stop eating at their restaurant, stop copying what they're doing. Just have your own culture. And she's like, this would be the blandest country ever. Without black people, what she said, without people of color. Right. So that includes Mexicans and you know what I'm saying? Seriously. We would be the blandest country ever if we took away the minority.
What's good, guys? It's you, the Rich Dream Show. Say goodbye to bland workout gear with Playgrounds. WearPlayground.com. Luxurious, sustainable activewear blends stunning design with unparalleled fit. Their products are leggings, bike shorts, tanks, tees, and sweats, and all, of course, in multiple colors. Elevate your workout and style effortless. Enjoy an exclusive discount with our promo code Dreamers Club. That's with 2 Z's at the end of Dreamer at WearPlayground.com. You don't want to miss parties.
Right.
So it's like, dog, like, you can't just want what we do and how cool we are and how we coming. Right. No, I'm saying what she's speaking to is like, dog, leave them folks alone.
Right.
If you don't want to fuck with them, don't fuck with their culture.
Seriously, though.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I totally agree with that. Like, we don't fuck with unseasoned
Not
chicken.
at all. We don't put raisins in potato salad.
Oh,
no.
Man. That's their culture. So you can have it.
We mix our spaghetti together with the meat. We don't do the noodles and then no, man. We ain't doing none of that.
Even when you pre-cook the meat, you still put everything together.
We putting it all together.
It's just like gumbo. When you pre-cook a lot of the stuff and you put it together though. We don't put everything separate, not the roux and then the shrimp.
You might brown the sausage by themselves, and you might do this, but once you putting it all in one pot.
Yeah, it's not a plate. You know, it's not a plate. You know,
put your noodles and then put your meatballs and sauce in it. Like, no, we not doing that. We not doing that, man. But nah, man. So you grew up in the 7th. First of all, how old were you when you moved? Did you move anywhere else before you came here, or you was just in New Orleans the whole time?
So it's crazy. I moved to Atlanta for a year.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I moved to Atlanta for a year, and this was when I was younger, so it was really my mom.
Okay.
But my brother was out there, and he was doing some stuff out there that we didn't know until we got there.
Allegedly.
We don't incriminate.
Yeah, we don't incriminate. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna say that it was like the 8-ball MJG, you know, era for our family.
Enough said.
Hey, you gotta make it.
8-ball and MJG.
Right.
You gotta stay down until you come up.
Right, straight Mr. Big, you know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
Was that a culture shock for you?
It was. Even
Atlanta?
School.
Just Atlanta in general?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was 14, and then we actually moved back when I was like 15 and a half.
Okay.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I basically, my freshman year in high school, I was actually in Atlanta. So it was a whole culture shock. Even my girlfriend was different. She was black and Japanese.
Wow.
But she was more on the Japanese side.
Okay.
You see what
she
I'm
related
saying?
more with them.
Yeah.
Okay. Mama must have been Japanese.
Right. And my second girlfriend, she was from India.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like with the elephants, you know, like Dao Xian from Street Fighter, like that was her daddy.
You went over there, boy. You went over there and went wild.
I went there racking up,
you went
you know?
crazy.
So Atlanta is thought of as a black mecca, but it was
Definitely.
actually pretty culturally diverse.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. A lot of people didn't understand that.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't understand that. Even when I played ball out there, it was different.
Yeah.
You know, because you had a lot of taller people. I'm 6'4". Sure. At the time, I was about 6'1", 6'2".
Okay.
And
at 14?
Yeah.
I'll say still pretty tall. High school.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was
14
balling.
for sure.
I was really balling. I was balling with grown-ups.
Come on now.
I was balling with grown-ups, man. And but even playing in the tournaments, playing for the school, it was different. I was like the second shortest person on my team.
Wow.
Most of the time.
Oh, they had height out there.
Oh man, they had height because they had people from all over the country. You know, but now you're starting to see that a lot more out here in the DFW area.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, me and my cousin, we went to this R&B night. Shout out to Mr. X at Club XO. It's like right outside the downtown area. Yeah, we gotta go.
Okay.
It be live in there. And I got this, but you know.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's your only.
Hey, that's all we can do.
That's a spectator sport.
That's
now,
all we can do. It look, man. We on the sidelines, man. We on the sidelines right now.
No, this is just for show. But anyway.
Right.
No, my lady know I look, but I ain't gonna touch. That's all I'm doing. Oh, God bless. You talk to you. My bad. You right. That's it. That's all. That's all.
Right, that's it. That's it. But you see it now. I'm walking through the club, and I'm usually like the biggest guy there. And I'm going through the club. There are women my size.
Oh, wow.
Like, so far as height.
They were women. You sure they were women? Because, sometimes.
It was dark, but.
That's what I'm saying.
It was dark.
And you know when you might get drunk. And you looking for somebody on Bourbon, and you might go a little bit too far down.
2 more blocks up. You get caught up.
I'm in a danger zone right now, man. I gotta go back up that way. When you start seeing certain stuff, man. Okay, I know I done went too far.
Right.
It's time to turn around. Yeah. But no, man. But there are a lot of tall women out there, man. That's some tall ones.
There are some tall women. Even look, man. I played ball my whole life up until about 38, and then I was like, you know what, I'm kind of good now.
Okay.
And so I've always seen and spoke to tall women.
Okay.
Actually, a woman I was with for a long time. She was 6.
Don't get yourself in trouble now, man.
She was 6 feet even.
Dang.
Oh wow.
She was 6 feet.
So she eye to eye with you, damn.
Yeah, but she wasn't from New Orleans. There's a lot of short, feisty women out there.
We know.
If like black women with Hispanic women, this is New Orleans.
Oh yeah.
Very, very feisty.
You said what now? Say that again.
If black women were Hispanic women, that's black women in New Orleans.
Oh my God.
Super feisty, bottles of hot sauce.
I've never heard it put that way.
It's like that, man. Women from New Orleans,
they
are
tough, bro. They
are.
They remind me somewhat of like how New York women are.
Yeah.
Very in your face, loud. They cursing all the time.
Boisterous, you ain't got to worry about wondering what their opinion is.
Oh no, they gonna let you know.
Right.
Even if you ain't even asking, they gonna let you know.
Oh, they gonna let you know.
They gonna let you know.
I tried to date a woman from up north.
Yeah.
You can't even tell her the time without getting a smack.
Fuck is you talking about?
Are you dumb?
Are you stupid or you dumb?
Wait a minute.
Rim in my face head ass.
Yeah, man. That's
still, don't personality. Be a good time.
Oh yeah,
of
course.
Don't be a good time.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Now you
not boring for sure. Not boring.
She's 5'7".
Okay, so you ended up married.
But that's that's not 6 feet.
Yeah,
but that's for a woman. That's over average height. Yeah, that's over average.
Yeah, I had a woman that was 4'11".
Dude, what was she doing with her?
A woman that was 5'2". They're fun size.
That's it.
There's fun size.
That's it.
We can leave it there.
We're gonna leave right there. Now let me go on to the next question.
But look, my wife know I got free range to say.
She know who she married. She know we know you ain't.
That's a blessing.
We know you ain't doing that. But anyways,
honesty only helps the relationship.
Yeah,
there you go.
All.
There you go.
She know I ain't going out there getting a woman, sitting on my face.
We ain't doing that. Yeah, we would hope not. We would hope not. That was great. Yeah, man. And with her feet up and this and that way. And
I'm not gonna do that.
No, boy.
Hey, man.
Ever.
That's good, man. We got to stay faithful out here, man. We got to show them that, black marriages, they can last long. Like back in the day, 30, 40 years, you know what I'm saying? 50 years to one or the other die. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm really in it for. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
Charlotte and Duval, man. Black men don't cheat.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't.
Regardless of what they say, it's a lie. Anyways, let's get back into the radio. Because we talked briefly about your radio career or whatever when you come through, but we never really get into it. So how did you get into being a radio host?
Man, that's a good question, man. It's kind of a crazy short story, but I'm gonna keep it short as possible. So I had a residency at a sports bar at the time called the Fox and Hound.
Okay.
And it was one black manager, and then it was like 3 white ones. So the black manager will always try to put me on to stuff.
Okay.
So I started doing all type of events there, like Jello wrestling contests. I had a show that almost went national. It was like a karaoke meets lip singing contest.
Okay.
And man, it almost went national. Like, we almost got a TV deal. It was so good.
Wow.
So anyway, I'm just trying to set the stage so y'all know exactly why I'm always at this particular place. It was like my cheers.
Right.
But I was working too.
Gotcha.
So anyway, I sit down with this young lady. I was watching the game, and a young lady was having some issues with her relationship.
Okay.
Now, I've been known for giving great advice for relationships to the point where I became a relationship coach.
Right. Yeah.
So, long story short, I helped her out a whole lot. And then she had a friend. She brung her outside. I was smoking a cigar. I thought I was going to have to box somebody up the way she brung her friend over, but she was having bad relationship problems.
Okay.
I helped her out. Long story short, she knew a program director. They had a show that wasn't doing too well. So they said, man, we need somebody with your expertise to maybe put some flavor on it. You know?
Right.
Like, cool, because it was two white guys. And I was like, yeah, they need some flavor.
Of course.
In the worst way. I mean, dockers, you know, like, how you doing, buddy? I'm like, I need some help.
The slacks.
Yeah, so once again, just like all through the beginning of the time, black people have to save everybody.
You know?
That's how we do.
Yeah, so I started doing strawberry letters. People would send in, like, do emails on strawberry letters. Some people would call in.
So what is a strawberry? You know what a strawberry
That's something that I think is mostly known off the Steve Harvey morning show.
Mm-hmm.
People write in and then usually get like relationship advice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know why they call it strawberry letter. I think it came from a song in the 80s.
Okay.
But so people will say, hey, I'm anonymous, or I'm Janet, and you know, I cheated on my husband for the last 3 years, but I'm pregnant.
Okay, I hear that on the radio.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Okay.
So this was in 2008. I was like, man, this is great. And I started really hearing my voice. And then I knew I had a voice.
Yeah.
Right.
And once I saw their ratings go up, they was like, you need your own show. And that's how I got started in radio.
Oh, man, that's dope.
That's all right.
That's dope.
Came in, took the cape off, and got to it.
Just like that.
On.
Now, my first show, I'm kind of messed it up a little bit. I ain't gonna front. I was on the show. Now, back in the day, you had the censors. I mean, you still have it to a certain degree, but this was radio.
You couldn't say anything over their way.
Yeah, we were on a radio station, at a set location. It was at Loyola University. It was known as Crescent City Radio, but they were what one of the local channels, WWL, was actually owns it. It was like CBS, basically.
Okay.
And so before 10:30, you couldn't cuss. Now after that, they actually shut down, and you can kind of say what you want. But man, me and my co-host, we like F this, F that, you know. And I get a call from one of our homeboys that actually worked in like with the news stations.
Sure.
He was like, man, y'all gotta stop doing that, because if they get fined, you get fined or you get fired.
Right.
But we were like bombing that show because I really didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I just knew that somebody gave me a show.
Right.
So the first time I failed, even though we had decent ratings, but to me, as compared to where I am now, it was a failure, but it was a step forward.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I did this show with this white kid. Man, forgive me, I can't remember his name right now.
It's all good.
But
they all look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they do us. That's how they do us.
Man, he was different though.
No disrespect.
Cool. Yeah, he was cool, man. He was one of the ones that still to this day that's on outside.
That's good.
Anytime it's like a protest for us or something's going wrong, he's literally like on the front lines, like, "Hey, you can't do that to my black buddies."
Hey, come on now. Shout out to the allies.
Hey, we need them. We need all of them for sure.
Exactly. So he put me on his show, and then there was a guy that signed with Wu-Tang for a little while. He put me on his show. Master beat creator, man.
Yeah.
And after a while, I was doing so great, they were just like, hey, I can't go in today, so you got to do this 4-hour show on your own. So I learned how to produce on my own. Wow. I learned how to direct shows, book shows on my own, etc. And then I just started moving forward from there.
Okay.
So you got put into the fire.
Yeah.
But you was walking on the cold strong.
Yeah. Smoking cigarettes.
So it wasn't really much training. They just gave you your own show and say, hey, man, do your thing.
Nah, they don't do that with us.
Wow.
So I started speaking with kids in high schools. I actually spoke at Loyola and Tulane University to people in mass communications for a while.
Yeah. To
a point where I was kind of taking over the classes too.
Yeah.
you know, and it was such an unofficial thing.
Right.
But that's how New Orleans is. New Orleans can be so unofficial, but it's official because it's good.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Right. So I just started rolling with it.
Okay. Cool. How long did you do the radio hosting stuff? How long did you do it?
I had stopped. It's gonna be kind of sad, but I stopped when my mom passed away. She passed away Christmas morning 2012.
Damn. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
man.
Thank you, man.
Sorry to hear that.
So, but when that happened, honestly, I stopped. All the comedians out there, producers out there was like, man, come to this show, just try to, and I just didn't feel it. Yeah. I had a guy named Don, shout out to Don P. He had a show called Nightlife Radio. I got called because I was known as a comedian too. Yeah. I was writing for comedians. I was doing stand-up and hosting.
Okay. Man.
So I was like, man, I'll go and I got called to do this show for one of the days where all the comedians in New Orleans would come on a Tuesday and just have at it for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, you know, I wasn't even thinking about it. I said, I don't want to really do it. But she was like, well, are you good at like promoting? I'm like, yeah, I mean, I had to do it myself for a long time.
Yeah.
So she said, can you help me with that? Sure. And I almost didn't do it, but I had a dream, and my mom in my dream told me to do it. I kid you not.
Wow.
And I told her, I said, you know what, I'm going to come in. And the guy put me on radio. And this is how I knew that it was meant for me to do it. The guy put me on radio. He said, anybody that comes in new, I'll put them on the radio for the last hour. Now, my stage name was Tillman Star. I have a whole meaning behind it, but it never really caught on. People call me Tillman by my last name. Like, Tillman Star. You can't force anything on the people.
Yeah.
So I never tripped. I was like, whatever you want to call me, as long as you know me.
Right.
So Don P puts me on, and the name of the show is called Nightlife Radio. He comes back, man. He has a great voice, man. And he was like, yeah, you know, this Don P. And everybody was introducing themselves. That was already locked in. Mm-hmm. He gets to me, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, I got a shot, so I'm going to take it. But it's like a Steph Curry shot in the All-Star game type of shot.
Half court,
turn around.
Ooh, eyes closed.
Sleepy time.
Oh, man.
So I said, yeah, buddy, it's your boy Tillman Star, a.k.a. Dr. Lightskin is definitely in the building. I don't know what Dr. Lightskin came from.
Yeah.
I just said it.
You know where it came. You know where it came from.
I mean, yeah.
But you didn't pre-plan that.
I didn't.
It just came out. Okay.
That's a better way of putting it.
Yeah.
I promise you, on everything I love, man, I did not pre-plan it. I said it. Everybody is dying laughing for 5 minutes.
You're a natural, though. That's natural.
Yeah.
That's just natural.
It was like, bam. Yeah. And then Don P came up to me that night after we finished, because we had a whole dialogue for a whole hour.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't think nothing of it. And he's like, man, you are who I've been looking for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
He came from Atlanta. He graduated mass communications. Like, radio is his life.
Yeah.
So he worked with the big dogs too before. So this was his thing.
Yeah.
Man, he put me on. I didn't even take it seriously. He called me the next day, bro. I'm at home literally chilling.
Yeah.
I'm playing Madden.
Yeah.
He's like, man, where you at? He called. I'm like, man, what the hell is this? Man, I don't know you.
Who?
Yeah. He said, man, it's Don P from Nightlife. I said, man, what you need, dog? He said, you don't get it. I told you, like, you on.
Yeah.
You're a part of the crew now. Yeah. You need to come in.
I need that juice again.
Right.
Oh, wait. He was like, bro, where you at? Why you not here?
I feel
and you like, nigga, what you?
Yeah.
What? Wow, that's crazy.
I disregarded.
You didn't take it serious. Like what he was like, yo, man, we gonna have you a part of it. You ain't take that part of it serious.
Right.
Okay.
But it was all in God's plan.
Yes, sir.
But I was so busy grieving, even when my mom told me from the grave that I shouldn't. Yeah. Don't miss out on an opportunity just because you're grieving.
Yeah.
You can grieve on your own time, but when God puts you in a position to become something greater than what you already are,
advantage.
You got to take advantage of it, because that's the reason why he's doing it. Mm-hmm. You know, so when he said that, like, my eyes opened, and we did it for a long time. We did it for a long time, man. And the show eventually, we actually did it in WBOK. It's the first black-owned radio station in the country.
Okay.
It's right there in the 7th Ward in New Orleans, man.
Say it again, WLBOK?
No, WBOK. Actually, the actor Wendell Pierce owns it now.
Okay.
They were in trouble losing.
What is he in? What was he in?
He was one of the most famous parts. He's the big dude from Waiting to Exhale.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Which big dude?
But he always plays as a lawyer. He's on...
he got like a little baby fro.
Yeah. He always plays a lawyer, and I think he's in Law and Order now. He's in a whole bunch of stuff.
Wait.
For sure.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask y'all something real quick. Is this the same one that left Angela Bassett for the white woman? Is that who y'all talking about?
No. He's different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the other guy.
Which other guy?
I think it was not Whitney Houston. It was I forgot the other light skinned chick name. She was on Boomerang.
I forgot. I know who you're talking about, though. I don't know her name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
she was dealing with him? Oh, big boy.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Because she was trying to shit on him because he was big.
Yeah, but he was running the same game on the chick that was the other chick at the job.
Right.
Yeah, he said, I'm a step ahead of you, baby.
Right. And then he looked at with that face like, got you, when he walked out with a little baddie. Big dudes, we get stuff too.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Talk to him.
Y'all heard it here first.
But Wendell Pierce has done so much for New Orleans. He's from New Orleans.
Okay.
People don't know, like in a Pontchartrain area in New Orleans, he had bought houses and he rented them out where they were affordable for black people.
That's good.
Oh, man,
like he does stuff like that. And then WBOK was on the brink of closing down because they wasn't getting like the funding and they weren't bringing in any money. So he bought it out. And actually, he's doing an interview with somebody this week out there.
Okay.
So, like, Wendell Pierce has always been a class act, especially towards New Orleans. You know, and it be those heroes without capes that are silent about it.
Right.
Yeah.
He don't go around bragging.
No, I never knew. I didn't even know he was from New Orleans.
So, man. So, and that's the type of help I like to see, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What about your boy Anthony Mackie? He pretty good in the community out there? Anthony Mackie? I think that's his first name.
I plead the fifth.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Don't do that, man.
No, never tell you. Never tell you. I tell you two sides of Anthony Mackie.
Okay.
And if I hope he sees it, because if he sees this, that means that you guys are.
I sure hope you see it too.
Yeah.
So
and listen, what he finna say, I don't know it, bro. But you welcome to come sit down and
give us your side.
There you go.
But to whatever he about to say,
there you go.
We love you, man. We loved you in Notorious as Tupac, and I just lied.
Oh, you just lied.
I lied because he was
I don't
terrible.
think he liked it.
He was terrible there. But we still mess with you though.
That story on Black Mirror, man, that was crazy too.
Yeah,
but he was just being a thespian.
Yeah.
But I liked him in this new one, man. It's kind of new. He's playing. It's called Banker.
Yeah.
With him and Samuel, I believe.
Okay.
Preview. Some of the first black bankers in Cali. And they tried to pull a little scheme where they had a white guy as the front man, but they were, right. They were behind the scenes, really running everything, and they got caught.
Yeah.
Back in the 50s. Back in the 50s. That was a great movie. That was a great movie.
He was in a lot of great movies, man. I love him. So I'll tell you one of the sides.
Okay.
And because I can't represent New Orleans and really take his side.
Okay.
But I met him personally, so I got to tell you my personal experience.
That's your experience with him. Yeah.
So I was working at this club called a Whiskey Blue for almost 10 years, man.
Is this on Bourbon or is just some club?
No, it's now the La Meridian, but it was a W Hotel next to the casino, Harris Casino. Which is now
That's
Caesars.
On Canal though, right?
That it's on Canal. Okay. Well, it's on Portras. Well, it's on, So, man, that's good. Take a subtle
Sorry,
pause.
guys.
The Saints playing, they did a good play.
Hey, man.
They did a good play. And look, I'll pause for the Saints,
Come on, man.
So, anyway, Anthony Mackie, his people are from, the West Bank of New Orleans.
Okay.
But he went to high school at a famous school, St. Aug in New Orleans. It's an all-boys school, but they produce some of the best.
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah. So, I mean, but anybody, anybody that's anybody, a lot of them came from St. Aug. Whether it was football, music, basketball. They have the Marching 1000.
Okay.
Yeah, man, like their band was nothing to play with. And the bands are really big. It was like Drumline during the 90s and 2000s for New Orleans.
I can imagine.
Man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, I worked in security at the time, and I'm sitting there at the door, and you see this truck on the side of the street pull up, and it was like a landscaping company.
Okay.
It was like a dually, and you see all the stuff in the back. And I'm sitting there like, I mean, I've seen wealthy people, not rich, wealthy people come into that bar with stuff like that, with old caddies, stuff like, you know, wealthy people don't care.
Yeah.
No.
They gonna have what they have, and that's what it is.
Yep.
There you go.
It don't matter whether you like him. It don't matter whether you think he's rich.
Yeah,
These people be having $2 billion in the bank, be pulling up in the Miata, and you be like, how?
And slides.
Right. Yep, that too.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
So Anthony Mackie gets out the truck. I say, oh shit, that's Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie.
You know, she hate me. That's what I'm thinking. You know, because this was way back then. This is quite some time ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the movie I remember him from. I don't know if y'all remember She Hate Me, the Spike Lee movie.
No.
Oh, he had to be a gigolo. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
remember that one.
Kerry Washington is in
And
that
I'm
movie,
very
too.
familiar
I'm
with
gonna have to put
Spike.
that on-
Kerry
on
Washington
the
is in the
notes.
movie.
Okay. When did this come out? Like, is this
Oh, man,
90s,
this
early
came
2000s?
out, like between 2000 and 2010.
Okay.
I want to say between 2005 and 10, but I can't remember.
Okay.
But anyway, Anthony comes up.
2004.
2004. There you go.
Okay.
And so Anthony comes up, and I'm a big fan of anybody black doing something great.
Facts.
So I met him with love, but he met me with love back.
Okay.
We talked. He bought everybody drinks. I mean, really good conversation.
Yeah.
Not once did he look down on me, anything like that.
Class A.
But this was maybe in, I would say, 2009.
Okay.
Fast forward, and it's been documented that, you know, anytime he's in New Orleans, he acts just real snotty with people. You know, you might have somebody, people are passing up because in New Orleans, people don't really get starstruck like that.
Sure.
Right.
Especially if you from New Orleans.
Right.
You might get
We know
hated
you.
on faster.
That's kind of how it go.
Yeah,
That's
wherever
kinda
you
how
from,
it go.
people going to hate
That's
on
a
you
cultural
most.
Where you from?
thing,
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, very cultural
Yeah.
for us.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And so if you have a city full of haters and you got one person out of 100 that show you some love, you would think, since you know a camera is on you, you're going to show that person some love, and he just don't. I feel like when he's in the zone and he's in his own bubble, he wants to stay in that bubble.
Right.
And on one hand, I understand, but on the
Yeah.
other hand, it's like you got to pay dues to the people that put you up that high.
Yeah.
Because every fan is a stepping stone towards your success.
Yeah.
It's just like a business, or just like you, a barber. Every person that sits in the chair that you cut their hair is a stepping stone to your success.
Facts.
So you don't want to, in your case, you don't want to shit on them or make them feel belittled,
Right.
because now you have the Marvel contract. But you saw what happened to the Jonathan Majors.
Quick.
They can take it
Yeah.
back just like that. You keep messing with the
You
white
do
girls
something.
too. You
Yeah,
saw what
you-
happened to Shannon Sharp. Uncle Shay.
Oh,
talked
man.
about it.
We
You
talked
talked
about it.
about
Yeah.
My God, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so you got to watch that.
Yeah.
I've been in those situations, man.
Yeah.
And I'm nowhere near as big as those guys. But when I was at my plateau, being played all around the world, I was being played in 7 different countries,
Yeah.
all over the United States.
Oh, that's dope.
You know, and I had 100% creative control of my show, the last show that I had. And I did that for 5 years.
Whew.
So I was
This
a lot
is
of
radio or TV.
radio and
Okay.
TV.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, it got to the point where people locally would hate on me. Sure. I said, you know, you want to be a local celebrity, I'll give you the streets if I could take the world.
You can have it.
You can be a local celebrity.
You can have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm more than cool with that.
Yeah.
I run the city, but you run the world?
Yeah.
Nope.
No, you don't.
That's like Jay-Z, man. You probably know this because J. Cole interlude where he like, Hov say, yeah, man, right now it's a guy reading the back of the cereal box.
Eating some cereal.
And
He writing some shit.
And he want my spot.
Yeah.
He said, I'm a fine.
Can't
I'm
let
a
it.
sign.
I'm a sign.
Yeah.
I don't want no
Look,
problems.
No issue.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to get way up here. I ain't got time.
Oh, you
to
know,
be,
I
to
know.
be,
You know, I
right.
know.
preventing you from getting whatever you think your calling is.
Right.
Come get it.
Rise and shine.
Right. That's why you never see Jay-Z react to allegations.
Yeah.
Nor Beyonce.
Yeah.
Man, they're showing us what being wealthy really looks like.
Yeah.
You'll never see Jeff Bezos coming
You
out
let the
talking
lawyers
about,
handle that.
yeah.
Let the lawyers handle
You'll never see that. You'll never see a Jeff Bezos come out and be like, "Oh, these allegations against
that
me."
bitch lied, man.
Yeah, you ain't gonna never say that.
Crazy.
We see that with us because we have to let people know that we're rich. That's why we're young in this game when it comes to money. You know,
Well, there's other reasons why we're young in the game
I mean,
of money too.
there's a lot of
yeah.
there's a lot
it's
of
a big-
underlying and overlying reasons
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
why, but
it's a certain mentality. I think that's what you trying to speak to.
absolutely,
I think when we get it, we've been suppressed so long.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
It's like a
It's like we got to show you.
Yeah.
We have to show you that we making money. Whether it be by the woman I have, the car I'm driving, the house, showing you my lifestyle, giving you intimate details about my lifestyle.
Yeah.
We have to show it.
right. This
And-
is true. This is true. One of the reasons why I know it's true, we had this conversation. Me and my cousin Derek. Shout out to Derek, man. That's my partner in crime. You know what I mean? But I hate to say it because he's a cop too. But
Not crime. It's just the part.
Double entendre, you know what I'm
It's the
saying?
part, dude.
But when we went to this R&B night, one of the things we noticed, so it was like three guys. They were just sitting there looking at women. And to me, I always tell guys, even when I was a relationship coach, the best way you get women is through humor.
Oh yeah.
Make 'em laugh.
You sitting there, you know, like me mugging everybody. You look like you about to rob the place.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna really want to dance with you.
Right.
That ain't cute. That
Like
ain't
what a
cool.
woman supposed to say? Ooh, look how mean he looking. I want him.
Yeah, dude, I paid $30 to get in here. I'm about to have a blast in this
They
bitch. Yeah?
probably get a little nervous around you, to be honest.
That's what it be.
They might be a little nervous.
These three dudes are standing up. They wearing all black. I'm just like,
Oh, come on, man.
you know,
Holding up the wall. Huh?
one dude had 3 big ass chains on.
Okay.
The other two had like two big chains apiece, and they all had the same design.
Okay.
And they're long. They have all these diamonds on there, but you wearing like a Dickie fit to an R&B night. You know what I'm saying? Look like either you about to go rob a bank, or you about to go work on somebody's car with diamond chains on, and they were clearly fake.
Ooh.
We try to do so much. Oh, you can rent chains now.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, what's the logic of when what would be, let's say, about $75,000, $80,000 worth of jewelry?
Right.
Really, how big the diamonds were supposed to be in the cut? Really, it's supposed to be about $150,000.
Yeah.
You wearing this with a Dickie fit in the club, and you didn't get valet parking on like the hoopty that you got?
Yeah.
You parked on you parked in the free parking.
Yeah, we parked in the same space.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ain't in the VIP section. No bottles.
Right.
Right, that too. You wasn't even in the VIP section. You
Yeah.
sitting there chilling with us. I'm gonna buy my drinks. I'm gonna call it a day.
Right.
But I've got more women with no jewelry on than I have with. Why is that? It's because I don't focus on that.
Yeah.
Before I was married, I didn't focus on that. When I met my wife, I didn't focus on that.
You know what I also think it is, bro? Not to cut you off. I think it's certain women that look at what a guy has. And I believe when you do stuff like that, when you front, when you trying to act like you have and you having it and you really don't, you wearing all this fake jewelry,
You find the right ones.
their energy gonna track.
Yeah.
So if you get a guy that's just coming in and I'm like, yo, I just come with conversation.
Yeah.
I come with conversation. I'm a cool dude. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. You gonna run into those type of women when you out there like that.
Absolutely.
It's just you know, like similar energies attracting.
Yeah.
Right.
So
But you got to know your audience too.
there you go.
Like there was one chick, we seen, and she was like 90s R&B beautiful. Like no BBL. She had like the big shirt on, you know, and like just some low cut pants, but then when like half her ass was showing.
Yeah.
She had long wavy hair, just real pretty, no makeup on. Was just beautiful.
That subtle
I mean,
beauty,
skin
yeah.
this
classy
classy.
like, okay.
classy. And then you see a chick with like toothpick legs and a butterball booty. You know what I mean? It's just like, that don't even look right, girl.
Yeah.
You like one of them games like Nintendo women, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
8-bit hoes, you know what I'm
a
saying?
lot of us
Dog.
do it on both sides. We peacocking for each other.
Yeah.
I mean, more so even
Yeah.
to attract the women. They got all the chains and all this stuff.
Right.
They trying to impress other dudes, trying to make them think, "Oh yeah, I got it like that. You ain't
It's,
up on this."
that
like
is
that.
that's
Yeah,
an
Same
aspect
thing with
of
the
it.
women. Got the super big bundles of hair, the eyelashes.
Have
stuff
you
that-
ever had a man say, "Ooh, look at the eyelashes on that
No.
bitch, boy"? Never. That's for women, bro.
Yep.
That's
But-
for women.
But I would tell a woman that she has pretty teeth.
Pretty
If she
teeth?
has pretty teeth.
Pretty eyes.
So
Yeah.
I watch women wear like put $25,000 in their body, but their teeth are crooked.
come on, man.
It's like, how do you do? Like, you don't even understand the difference between us just looking
Yeah.
and say, "Dang, that's a big ass," and saying, "Damn, that's a good wife."
Right.
And a lot of women don't know the difference.
You
Or
know why
they
I
don't
think
care about
you
the
know why I think they don't, man. In my opinion, and it could kind of go the same with guys too, with us guys at times. Sometimes they just get lost in wanting attention,
Sure.
so they'll take attention however it'll come.
Yeah.
So if you have somebody that's like you say, dressed ass half out, got a BBL, all this, you know, seductive dressing. You're gonna get what you look. You're gonna get what it seems as if you're looking for.
Right.
Now, if you have a classy woman, long dress down to maybe all the way close to the knee, natural hair, not super caked up makeup, natural body, aura, comes off as a cool woman, not comes off as classy. I believe that she'll find a guy that's similar to what, you know, maybe she's looking for a relationship. She'll find a guy that's looking for
Right.
one.
Or she's
And
gonna
not
go
just
get
a
him.
pump on her. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
when you
Right.
put certain stuff out there, just like the guys with money, when the guys flashing the money, you probably gonna run into a woman that's looking for dudes that she can get money out of. Same thing with women. You putting all this out, you're twerking here, ass cheeks out. You gonna find dudes that just want to fuck, want to have sex. That's it.
Right. You can't really have it both. And
No.
I think that's what's wrong with our society.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it's like right now, I feel like we're watching the end of the age, or at least a timeout from all of the extra, because people are starting to pick it up. And even with that woman we seen in the club, later on that night, she wound up walking up to me and my cousin. You know, and because it wasn't all gaudy and extra, and we watched dudes with all the fake jewelry on trying to get, and literally watching them out. No, thank you.
Wow.
Or like, you know, we seen a dude on Pop the Balloon. He was like, "You want to fly on the private jet?" And she was like, "No."
That is some good entertainment right there.
Because like,
That's some crazy stuff, man.
you can tell she wasn't cut from that particular cloth.
Yeah.
But he was playing. He was basically trying to play football when this chick was playing basketball.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's like you got to know your audience.
Yeah.
You know, if
Two
you want to
different
wear all
places.
that stuff, cool. But don't try to go holler at the college student
Right.
that looks like she has some type of morals and values, and she really just came to enjoy the music,
Right.
as compared to the video hoe that we seen.
That's where you
pass
need to
her
be.
up.
That's where you
That's
need to
where
be.
you need to be.
Yeah.
Because I've had my times where I had a lot of the chains, but I would buy them because I felt like there was more equity into it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I never would rent jewelry, because if it's real jewelry, it becomes equity.
Yes.
It becomes a
resale
part of your
That's
work.
that's
Right.
literally how I look at jewelry. That's literally how I look at jewelry. I look at it as, hey man, at the end of the day, I can go get some money for this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
If need be.
If need be, I can go get some money for this. You know?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I think, that's what I mean by us as a whole in our community, where we are like teenagers of the game of money. Nas said it years ago in one of his albums. You know, he said American blacks teenagers of when it comes to money of this world, because just like a teenager, whenever you got your first check on your first job, the first thing you did is you went buy Jordans.
For sure.
Yeah. But
It's iPad at the time.
right, well, yeah. Well, white people, they
Clothes.
already have all that stuff.
Yeah.
So what those kids get to do is put them in a bank in a savings.
Save their money.
And there's so many white people I've talked to where they was like saving it. I've been saving my money since I was 16 because my mom and dad already had a trust fund.
Yeah.
They already had a bank account for me. I just had to start putting it in.
I ain't have to. They paid for my cell phone bill.
Sure.
They had me a car and they was paying the insurance and giving me. Maybe I had to put a little gas in there out of my pocket. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But they paying for the car note and paying for the insurance.
Right. I already got me a credit card when I'm 18 because I've been
It's
unsecured
waiting
on
on me.
years.
Waiting on me.
Since I was a baby.
I've been building credit. So it's like that's where I believe we need to get to as black families. Setting our kids up, because at the end of the day, to me, in my opinion, once you have kids, it ain't about y'all no more.
Right.
Y'all chose to have kids. Y'all chose to bring extra lives into procreating into the situation. So my whole thing is I want to set them up way better than I was. Like I was telling him, like I want to take care at least 2 generations. That's my goal, at least.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, hopefully I can do more, but at least 2 like my grandkids, I want them with trust funds. I want them life insurance policy to where my kids, I already got one for my kids, for me, but I want them to have some.
Right.
When they have kids. So all of that gonna be set up like, bro, like that's what it's about, man.
Yeah.
And
Leave
we
an
just
actual
don't
legacy.
Yes, but we just don't prioritize that.
Yeah.
We don't prioritize it. We don't even prioritize keeping the family together.
That's true.
Yeah.
We don't even prioritize that. We break up over irreconcilable differences.
Yeah.
Right. And then would it be because
The
he didn't want
fuck?
to let me look through his phone?
Right.
Sure.
Or he was controlling because he didn't want me to go outside with certain clothes on.
Sure.
Right.
Or she did this or did that.
She
and-
went out with her friends and I told her no, and her
Yeah.
friends, they went to Bible study together.
Right,
You
right,
still
right, right,
upset?
right.
Come on, man.
You
Right.
still upset? You know what I'm saying? There are good women out there too.
Yes.
You know,
Like,
just like
yeah,
there's good men out there.
bro, like we got to do better, man, on
That's
that
one
tip.
thing
We got
I've
to.
always been, and I hate to use this word, but it kind of makes sense for this situation. I've always been a little envious of the YT folks in this aspect that they really value that family.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
they be tight knit, knowing what's going on. Mama, daddy, they be taking care of everybody. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
they not gonna play about the family.
No.
Like, a lot of stuff might go by the wayside, but their family, that's gonna be intact. They
And
gonna
you
be
gonna-
taking care of each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's, I mean, to be honest with you, if you look at politics nowadays and you look at the YT nationalists, this is the whole reason why they took out Planned Parenthood.
Sure.
You know, they said that by the year, I'm going to say
They'll be extinct.
2055, they said that they'll be extinct.
The pure.
Wow.
So they weren't
Yeah.
worried about Planned Parenthood was mainly for people with women that couldn't get, you know, like any medical attention.
Right.
Because it's called Planned Parenthood.
Right.
Like, so it wasn't just about abortions.
Mm-hmm.
It was about educating young women or women that didn't know how it would be to get pregnant or what they were going to go through to help them out.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about, you know, taking a baby out and killing a baby or whatever, as you want to
Right.
say, you know, abortions or whatever. It was really about helping these women out. But all they can think about is their race
Yeah.
and how it's going to be extinct by in 2055 because racism was dying down because these kids, nobody is born racist. Racism is taught.
It's taught. Yeah.
It's taught. That's
sure.
what makes it generational. So they're looking at it, they're like, man, we about to lose our people. So let's
Yeah.
get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. It's like we're slowly going back into 1950
All right.
because that's what they ruled everything. They ruled white women. It wasn't just black people.
Yeah.
They ruled white women too. White women
Yeah.
couldn't vote.
Women in general always
Yeah.
been underclass.
Yeah,
Man.
just super underclass.
In general.
But that's how they're going to control it. And the only way they're going to take over the black family as if the men are not there. That's what happened in the 80s or early 80s. There's a famous picture with a black woman and a white woman. I think it was Time Magazine. They both holding their fists up. And this is supposed to be the birth of women's rights. But they got black women on board, and it was now known that that white woman in that picture was a part of the CIA. People know like CIA was the ones that orchestrated getting Malcolm X killed, getting Martin Luther King
Right.
killed, etc.
Right.
So there was like, now how can we break up the black family? Even with the Black Panthers, they had a lot. The FBI and the CIA had everything to do with that. Anything that shows unity with black people, they automatically shut it down.
You got to tear that down. Red Summer, Tulsa.
Yeah.
You know, other places. What was the other places out in Florida?
Well, Rosewood.
Other communities out in South Carolina. Bro, they couldn't stand. To me, it just seems like they can't stand to see us making a lot of progress.
Especially
You know, over the history of time.
Yeah.
They just can't stand it.
And when they do see it, let's make sure we impact it negatively.
Yeah, so
Let's
we
pump-
want some
let's
of
pump
that.
drugs and guns into the
Or we
community
want
as
some
much
of
as
that.
possible.
There you go. There you go. You know, so it's
Leave us alone. We're just a show. We're just a podcast.
they not. But you know, but now, man, I want to get into Hurricane Katrina. You spoke about it a little early, or you briefly said something about it early. I just seen the documentary on Hulu that they dropped. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
I seen it.
Rod, did you finish watching? I know you watched it.
I did watch a couple
Man,
episodes.
heartbreaking, dog. And you know, I'm me from Natchitoches. I'm at the top. We had a lot of people come from New Orleans up to. I'm like 15 at the time, so I had a lot of those kids come to our school, and you know, I didn't really know the magnitude of it or what was really going on down there at the time. You know, wasn't, you know, social media wasn't really like that. 15, so I'm not watching the news.
Right.
And then that can be misleading as well. But after watching that documentary, man, I was just like, what the fuck? You know, did you have anybody that you lost or was like, you know, close to that you know, that was impacted by that, by the hurricane? And the days preceding.
Yeah, I lost a lot of family members and friends.
Yeah.
My grandmother's house in the Seventh Ward, that's how we wound up moving to Seventh Ward. I was actually born in the Ninth Ward
Okay.
in Press Park. And she had, luckily, she came out great because even though the whole house was flooded, we lost everything.
Man.
I mean, like graduation pictures. We had videos of us like just getting together because my grandmother's house was the house to go to for
That's
parties.
where everybody
and-
went for holidays.
but, like,
We
stuff.
call it now in the big house.
Right,
house.
big house.
Yeah.
Even in the hood, where all of the turmoil was going on, her porch was always the safe spot. So we can be on the porch 1 or 2 in the morning, and there was a liquor store right across called Joe's Liquor Store.
Yeah.
So all the D boys would go there, so we got to see all the trucks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But everybody knew not to go past that gate.
Right.
Or not to do nothing on that particular block because it sits right on the corner. It's a weird corner too because it's St. Bernard, Arbery, and North Tonti. They all meet in this one particular spot.
Okay.
You know, so but to go back on Katrina, I actually had to go back. I left on time, but I had to go back. It took me 4 months to find my mom and my sisters
What the fuck?
because all the power lines were down, but all the cell phone towers was down.
They was down as
So
well.
if you had a 504 number at the time, you couldn't call anybody. It don't matter if you were outside of Louisiana, because if you have a back then, if
because
you
you're
have a
getting there
504 number,
from
it
New
goes
Orleans.
to New Orleans
Yes,
first, and
yes.
then the signal shoots back out to where you from.
Right.
So since all of those towers were done, they were gone. You couldn't make phone calls. I had to change my number. I had to get a new phone. And somehow I found them through social media. I think through MySpace at the time.
Yeah,
My
that's
sister
right.
was
That's
like,
what
we
that
all
was.
in Baton Rouge.
Yep.
What? And I'll pull up. But before that, I had to go back and get my dog.
Yeah.
And I had some people, I have to make sure they're nameless too.
Yeah.
But I had some people that let me in because they had it at La Place, right outside of New Orleans. They had everything blocked off where you
Yep.
couldn't go back in the city.
Yep.
Say, man, I got to go back in the city. But it was like a movie, man. It smelled really bad. There was dead bodies just laying on the ground.
Bro, that reminded
It
me
was
of
bad.
like, remember
It was
that
bad,
movie,
man.
what was it called?
Night of the Living Dead.
Something like that.
Dude.
But I was gonna say, was it Escape from LA or something like that? Where it's just
Yeah.
like
This turmoil, man. You hear gunshots.
Wow.
Like if the moon wasn't out, all you had is your flashlight. And for that to be in the whole city, it was nuts. It
That's
was like every man for
crazy.
himself.
And this is before everybody had a cell phone with a flashlight, guys.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
It's like a flip phone.
Yeah.
You just
Flashlight.
had the light of your screen. That's
Right.
it.
It was nuts. It was the worst thing I've seen, period. I've been through some stuff. And
Yeah.
just to walk those streets and talk to people in the morning and afternoon and see the suffering. And then I had friends I've seen a year later had PTSD. They watching people get raped. They watching people get robbed. How you robbing somebody? Where you gonna go?
Right.
Where you gonna go to spend the money upon it, whatever it
Man.
is? Everybody's struggling.
Everybody.
But after a while, after those 4 or 5 days where the government didn't respond at all, which
Didn't
was
help at all.
trash. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's
you know,
crazy.
But when that happened, and then all the lawlessness started really happening because it was like we ain't getting no help.
Right.
In New Orleans, we have a saying, get it how you live.
I just don't understand what else could have been expected at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Even on the news when they were saying that how we were looting. But it's like, man, these
Here's
people
my-
are starving. Like,
here's
you
my
gotta
thing
get
with
your
the
money.
loot. Here's
I mean,
my-
get food. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So here's my thing with the looting. Me and him talked about it already. Working at it was remember at Burger King when we worked at Burger King and the store, you know, the grill caught on fire.
Sure.
And we was out for maybe like a month or two.
Yeah.
When we went back in there, didn't we have to throw away all that shit?
Of course.
So my thing is, they so concerned about shit that you're gonna have to waste anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like, and it got to the point. I'm watching the documentary. I'm sure you know, but they like on some shoot to kill. If you find
Yeah.
people looting,
Right.
shoot to kill.
Right.
And I'm like, dog, nobody. You're not gonna even use this. This is out of survival.
Right.
This ain't just out of like
Anger or anything.
riots
like
in
that.
LA and people using the opportunity of the riots to start go looting.
Right.
No, this is not that. This is people really like, bro, I haven't drank a bottle of water in a day
Right.
or 2 days. I need something to drink. I hadn't ate in 2-3 days.
I gotta have dry clothes.
Right. That part too.
And I'm thinking about the medicine, the people that got diabetes, high blood pressure, gout, all this stuff, bro.
Right.
I need to go. If you have migraines, one of the women got on there and said she had like a migraine. So her daughters, without her knowing, they went and got her some headache medicine. And she was like, when they came back, she was like y'all really could have got killed. Like that's what they on right now. And to me, that was just like, bro, that's crazy.
Right. But they're gonna find in the media, and I've been in these rooms where I'm like the only black person, but then I'm light skinned, so they still look at me like a nigga.
Right.
But
You're a little safe though.
kind of safe.
You know.
But it's like I'm
Crazy.
safe enough to hear it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not safe enough because I'm still black.
Still black.
So they still gonna chop me down.
Yeah.
They just do it in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, so but I've been in those meetings where they're like, we're going to say this, that, and the other. We're going to say 1, 2, and 3, and you can tell it's very specific towards putting us down, keeping us in a low light, and that's what it was all about. They took that opportunity to make sure America and the world still knew that black people wasn't shit.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did. Even the way they said that the storm surges broke down the levees, but people clearly heard
An
a boom.
explosion. Yeah.
Some people seen it, because just black people during the storm. I've been in hurricanes.
Yeah.
We played football in the eye of the hurricane because that's where it's calmest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you get a break. You kind of go outside. Lights are still out. You can turn your flashlight off for
Yeah.
a little bit. You know what I mean? And so I've been there. I understand the mentality on why some people couldn't leave. Some people couldn't even afford to leave.
That's what I was saying, bro. And
You
you
know?
tell these folks the night before the hurricane hit,
Yeah,
code red, leave if you can.
right. But then the levees didn't breach until like a day later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no more
Like
storm
after the
surges.
storm, right? That was like after the storm.
Yeah. There's no more storm surges because there's no more storm.
Right.
But then all of a sudden these levees break, and I don't know who's going to be after me after I said, but I've said it on my show. So they did that to protect the Garden District, which is mostly rich white people. If those levees wouldn't have breached and flooded the night water to death, literally,
Right.
and flooded everywhere else, it was all hood spots.
Of course.
By the time it got downtown to like Bourbon Street, the water was only maybe a foot high.
Yeah, they said it wasn't high
Maybe
at
2
all
feet.
down there.
Yeah, because they were still doing business. Wow. Only the bars were open
Yeah.
because you still had tourists down there.
Of course.
And they don't want the tourists to be deterred. They don't want to turn them away from
that's our money
New
maker.
Orleans because
That's how we make our money.
90% of revenue through Orleans Parish is through tourism.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's why the jobs are so horrible out there.
Yeah.
If you're not a cook, a chef, if you're not some big wig in a hotel, you making money on a very low end. That's why it's like the poverty level is so high. But they knew that because they were trying to gentrify New Orleans before Katrina.
Yeah.
If you look at footage about the housing and how they were going to tear down the projects.
That's what they talked about.
About 2 or 3 years, right.
That's what they talked about. So what they started doing when they was getting everything back going, they was like, hey, we can give you money for your house, or we can give you money to move somewhere else. But really in the black communities, they was more so focusing on was trying to really get them out so they can, I think it was something about, what are these trees that y'all have down there that they say kind of help stop? But it was like years ago. It kind of helps slows down like the wind and the hurricanes and all of that. What is that?
It's not the Everglades. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I
So
know
they
what you're
wanted
talking
to
about.
try to kind of make it like it was going to be like some type of hurricane prevention project in that area. And I think it was the Ninth Ward.
Yeah.
And, people coming on talk like, nah, man, this is where I'm from. This is my home. I'm not
Right.
going nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
And some people, they was even doing it while those people they was bulldozing their house while they were out there, and
Right.
they having to, you know what I'm saying? They just out there like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
So I'm just like, dog.
They were literally robbing old people at gunpoint because they'll put the guns on them and say, you got to get out the house, you got to evacuate.
Yes.
And people was like, I don't have to leave my house. This is my house. This is my property.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't make me leave. And they would literally put a gun into old people's face and say, you got to get out of here. And next thing you know, the government is trying to take over their property. And they give them it was like a gangsta-ass offer. Like, I'm going to give you an offer you can't refuse because if you do refuse, we're just going to take it anyway.
Right.
So that's what it was really all about. Just the gentrification of New Orleans because they were trying to do that well before Katrina hit, and they used Katrina as an excuse.
Right.
So it's like, we're going to blow up these levees, we're going to level everything, we're going to take if we don't hear from them, we're gonna have the city take it.
That's what we want. That's what we really want that anyways.
Right,
We really
for
don't
pennies
want.
on a
We
dollar.
really want y'all to not hit us up about it, so
Right.
we can go ahead and do our job.
There are houses in the hood, like shotgun houses. For people that don't know what a shotgun house is, everything starts from the front and goes straight to the back. So you have a living room, a dining room, a bathroom, and then you have a bedroom, another bedroom, and then you have the kitchen in the back.
My
So
first
that-
apartment was a shotgun.
Yeah. So that's what it is. You just
On
go
the
straight.
cusp.
But a lot of people don't know that was for slaves too. It was slave quarters. There are some houses where you go in the basement is literal slave quarters in the basement in New Orleans, where you can see the concrete bed. There's a little sink. That's what they were using them in New Orleans for.
That's wild.
So now, but you have shotgun houses that went for about $75,000 before Katrina,
I know that,
2005, and then let's say 2008, they painted Mardi Gras colors, and then they put some marble tile in there, and they're selling them for like $450,
gentrified,
500,000. I saw a shotgun house that was like 800,000.
A shotgun house.
There was a townhome in the middle of the hood. It looks beautiful, but they're selling it for over $1 million in New Orleans, one of the poorest cities in one of the poorest states in the country, in the middle of the hood.
Yeah.
And you're going to sell this house for $1 million? Because that's how gentrification works.
That's how it works. That's driving out everybody that ain't got no money.
Yeah.
AKA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I mentioned Wendell Pierce earlier. Because he's tried to do so many things in New Orleans to offset that. But it takes more than a Wendell Pierce. We need like 30 of them.
Yeah.
We need 30 Wendell Pierce to really offset it to a point where it's fair. You know, but we as a people have to get on it too.
Yes.
Because we can buy that property cheap. We can buy that property real cheap at the time, and we can make something of it. And we can set the standard. But we don't believe in doing that because a lot of times that we're more entertained by mess and not realizing what was really going on in this country.
Or we'll spend that money on something we don't really need.
Yeah.
Something we don't really need. And you know what's crazy, man? You speak about them like gentrifying that area. I don't know if I'm sure you know, but I don't know if you remember, just in 2004, New Orleans was the murder capital of the world.
Yeah.
Just the year before.
Yeah.
So now when this happens, and now y'all trying to drive everybody out, and y'all don't want people to come back, it's kind of like, it's an agenda, bro. And if you just pay attention to it, it's clear. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's clear.
Right. It's so clear. And you see it a lot in other major cities, like even in San Francisco. The black parts, and then it starts seeping over to Oakland, you know, which is like the hood part of San Francisco. It's just a bridge away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you start seeing that. You start seeing them get gentrified. You start seeing Harlem get gentrified. Brooklyn get gentrified. You start seeing that more and more is because black people, not all black people, of course, but if you look at what gets ratings, it's always something hood.
Sure.
Like Zeus. Zeus, that I think that's the station with like bad baddies or something like that.
Yes.
Right.
Baddies. Yeah.
So a lot of people don't understand Zeus originally was supposed to be for content creators. And the dude that's over Zeus took it away from the actual creators that put it up. And he made it to what it is today, but it wouldn't be that if it wasn't for black people.
Some ratchet shit.
Right. And we weren't so entertained and focused on the stuff that nobody really cares.
Right.
You know, of course you have like housewives of Orange County, you know, but that's not who gets paid the most.
Right.
Like at one point, Nene Leakes was the highest paid reality star in the.
She was on
history.
Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In history.
Man.
She was getting like 100,000 a show.
She meant to get
And
into
Candy
that.
Burris was the only one closer. She was getting 75 or 70,000 a show. You know, because those were the two most entertaining. I've been on reality shows. I've been on the back end of reality shows. They'll tell you what to say, but they'll tell you how to word it so it sounds like it's you. They'll say, okay. Did you guys see the Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix?
I did.
Was it Netflix or Hulu?
I think it was Netflix.
Okay. So you remember how the producers were saying that they would egg these people on.
Of course.
They weren't really actors, but they were acting too.
Yeah.
Because they was like, they were even
like
having
before
contests.
before the actual show too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
backstage type
whisper
shit.
and be like,
Yeah.
And
Just being
yeah.
messy. Yeah.
That's what they do.
So when the cameras come on,
Oh, you heat.
I already turned.
Right.
Man.
So they come out there, you know, it's after a while on Jerry Springer, they start coming out there with their shoes off already.
Quick.
Ready.
And then they start giving the cup of water, like you know where they were coming from.
Come on, man.
And then all they had to press is that button, ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they go crazy. That was a signal for them. Wow. But look how conditioned they are. They're like wild animals. You know, you teach a greyhound, like the actual dog, to run when you see the rabbit, after a while, that's what he's gonna do.
Yep, that's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So we get conditioned the same way. Look, watch this. I gotta top it. I gotta top it.
Yeah.
I gotta top it, man. So that's how they are in the industry, and we get so caught up in that. You know, I understand if it's a guilty pleasure, but at the same time, man,
Yeah.
and we focus 90% on what we need to do to really run this country the way we need it to be ran. 10% can go to that. But
Right.
it can't be the other way around, and you expect change to happen.
Facts. Nah,
You know?
that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Yes, sir, man. Man, we appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna get you out of here on this last one. I'm gonna ask you one, which I know you're gonna be ready to talk about. We need the story though. We need the breakdown.
Yeah.
How you married?
Yeah.
For those who don't know,
Yeah.
give us.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You got married a few days before me, right?
A day before.
Like a day. Thursday and I got married Friday.
Yep, that's
Right.
right.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Give us a story on how you met your wife. I know it, but
Yeah,
I want
no,
the
you
audience to
good.
know it. You know
Man,
what I'm
look,
saying?
I don't
Give us
mind telling
but
you.
he don't know it. You know what I'm
He
saying?
don't know it. And his
Yeah.
viewers don't know it.
Come
So
on,
I'm
man.
gonna
There
tell
you go.
y'all. So it was crazy, man. So we actually met on Bumble.
Okay.
The dating
Dating
site.
site.
Yeah.
The
the
difference
dating app.
is women usually get to do the picking on that one.
Well,
it's not a
it's
mutual swipe thing, right?
Well,
How you know, man? You was on there before? What you say?
wait a minute. What?
Anyway,
So,
back to what we was talking
so
about.
yeah, there's some truth to it though. Like, so
Yeah.
on Bumble, you swipe right, they swipe right, but they have to speak first.
Okay.
The
They
ladies,
have 24 hours to do it.
the women.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So they can make sure. So
Yeah.
there's nothing can get lost in translation past that. Hey, you had to speak to me and all
can't
that
blame me.
convo.
yeah.
So anyway, I was having bad luck, like striking out in a traditional sense if I want a wife. Now, I was getting them, but I really didn't need the app to get them. But
Yeah.
after a while, I was working so much, I'm like, I'm going to jump back on this app.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was so bad, I gave it 30 days. Said, man, I'm going to give it 30 days. By the 30th day, if it doesn't happen, I had an alarm set. I had it in my calendar. I had reminders.
Yeah.
Are you still closing Bumble?
Yes.
Yes. So my last day was my wife's first day on the app.
Oh man.
And it took someone at her job to convince her, because this particular woman, if I'm not mistaken, she met her husband on Bumble. So she was telling her, don't give up. My wife always wanted to be a wife. She was raised by her father to be a wife. So that was
rare.
me winning the NBA championship in my times of playing basketball. That's how she felt about being a wife.
Wow.
So her first day on was my last day on, and we swiped right.
That's romantic comedy level
Yeah.
right there, dude.
And it's so crazy because when it happened, the conversation was so dope. I was like, I'm gonna give it a couple more days because I gotta keep talking to her.
Yeah, Bumble might not be too bad.
Yeah, it might not be too bad at the end.
Right.
So I didn't trip, I just I would say I'm gonna go with it because I feel like when God starts putting stuff in your face,
Yeah.
he starts giving you signs, and then what he does is does breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Because he can't give it to you directly. Each breadcrumb shows you where you need to be,
Facts.
but it's up to you to get the next one.
Yeah. Piece it together.
Yeah, because each one represents a different part of you and how you think and what you want.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, God, I see this. So I told her one day, I think it was, I was off that day because I think it was like Memorial Day or Labor Day or something. And I asked her if she wanted to meet. Now, she
Okay.
might kill me while I say this.
Okay.
It's okay, though. She'll be all
Okay.
right. So she was supposed to go out with her sister, and she told me later on in our relationship, she was like, fuck my sister. I'm going to meet this man.
I'm going to meet my husband, man.
No, it's okay, man.
Yeah, it's okay. Well,
it did well.
the sister know the story, so I love her
Right.
sister. Shout out to her sister and the rest of her family, man. That's my
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So we met up at Cloudwater Park. That's a park downtown. Like, they have a bunch of food trucks and stuff like that. It's a really dope place to go.
Okay.
So I remember meeting her, And I seen her when I was about to park. And I did the free parking, just parking on the street.
Okay.
And when she was walking up to me, she almost tripped.
Uh-oh.
Because these white people ain't want to move out the way. I'm like, bitch, move out the way. And she had this big smile on her face.
Wow.
And she reached out to give me a handshake. I shook her hand. I said, well, look, I'm a Southern man. I'm from New Orleans. Like, we do hugs. She said, okay.
Right.
She gave me a hug, and she grabbed my hand, and she started walking forward. That's how I knew she was the one.
Okay.
Man.
I ain't never had a woman grab my hand and say, come on, let's go.
Let's go.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So this is what we doing.
Good.
Well, it should have been a 3-hour date turned into, I would say a lifetime, but that's kind of corny, but.
I'm just thinking my head turned into
Oh,
forever.
nah, dog. But after the 3 hours, we had such a great time. I was like, I'm hungry. Now, I was supposed to go out with my cousin.
Yeah.
We were about to go out to the club.
He done stunted cuz out. He done stunted cuz out,
But
man.
he know too.
Yeah.
He know too. So I was like, I called him. I was like, hey, dog, I don't think I'm coming out with you.
Yeah.
This day's going good. He was like, as he said, he was like, man, do your thing. So I was like, hey, I want you to go out to eat with me. I'm hungry, but instead of going out with my people, I want to go out with you. She was like, I thought you never asked.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then we wound up just being out until about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Just talking.
Just talking,
Yeah.
man. Ain't nothing like I ain't smashed the first night or nothing.
Yeah.
It was just talking, man.
Yeah.
To the point it was like 1:15. And I was like, man, I know we got to go.
Yeah.
And she had to go get her driver's license from like an hour away a couple of days later. So I was like, I told my job, I said, I'm sick.
Wow.
And I actually went where I said, let me go with you to make sure you're good.
Yeah.
And then we've been together ever since.
Yeah.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, so we both deleted our Bumble page. I actually wore a gold and green bee.
Lapel
Yeah, lapel
for the
pin.
wedding.
Okay.
Yeah, for the
Oh,
wedding.
okay,
That
okay.
represented
Give
when
you
we
a shot.
met.
Give him a shout out.
give a
Yeah.
shout
I
out.
appreciate y'all.
I want a
man.
commercial. I want a commercial.
That's a good story. Y'all
That's
shout
a great.
out some marketing
That's
if
a
y'all
great
gonna
story.
catch that.
Yeah.
Like that was just like on some man. That was like perfect timing. That's what I would call it.
To
That's
me, that could
definitely.
be a Netflix movie. I watch that
Yeah.
rom-com. You know?
Hey, we got to talk about that. We
That's
can
a
put it
perfect-
together, man.
What's up?
That was perfect timing, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cause you finna be going back to the streets, huh?
Hey, man, look, I was about to go buy a French bulldog. I was gonna adopt a
Oh,
boy,
yeah.
have a son, and make him grow up to be a player.
Oh yeah.
I was just gonna be the fedora hat single dad.
Hey, man.
Oh, snap.
I was done.
He about to create a monster.
You
Dog.
finna go.
I had like ascots I was gonna be putting on this shit.
Cam Newton.
Like
Cam
straight
Newton.
Cam Newton. I'm walking in there with the dog. I'm like,
Cam
all right,
Newton.
son, do your thing.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I was
sir.
done.
You come and hide your kids. Hide your
Hey, man.
Hide him.
Hey, man.
I am done. My son is on his way.
You
I'm
on the
retired.
prowl. You on the prowl.
I literally
man.
had a plan, man. I literally had a plan.
Yeah.
And
But God had one for you, man.
yeah,
That's
God
what it
had
was.
one because I did desire to be married. I wanted to
Yeah.
be married. I came close.
Yeah.
Even with my ex before her, people seen that I was on House Hunters with her, and it didn't work out. So I felt like everybody got to see my failures on TV because it didn't show us breaking up on TV. But if you look at both of us, we not with each other anymore. So he's
Right.
like, dang, man, like, that's crazy how that. And then I found that she married to somebody and, some potato head ass niggas. So,
Oh, yeah. He ain't you, huh, man?
No, he ain't me. He ain't me.
Only made one deal, man.
on,
You
man.
see him, you be like, oh, yeah. But I'm glad that she found whoever she needed to
Yeah.
because I found exactly who I needed.
Facts. Facts.
So
That's
I don't
how
be
I
hating
go.
on nobody.
That's
Like,
how I go,
the score
man.
don't even matter anymore once you retire.
Nah, you good.
Come
It's
on.
in the Raptors now, man.
Right,
It's
straight
in
up.
the Raptors, man.
Yeah, but I'm an advocate for love.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
a, I taught people. I helped over 100 couples stay together, married or just right before they were married. So I'm a person. I believe in love. I believe in the family aspect of it.
Yeah.
The struggle.
Makes a
It's
difference.
it's not necessarily a struggle when it's somebody you love. It's like
Right.
finding a job you really want.
Facts.
Never
You don't have to
got
work
in.
a day in life again.
Facts. Facts.
That's why when people say marriage is hard work, I say no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's no hard work for me to sacrifice for my wife. I'm supposed to. It's all good.
Right.
Because she sacrificed for me.
Right.
So why would that be hard for me to like change up some stuff? She say, hey, can you be better at this? I surely can.
Yeah.
That's not hard.
I don't know all the little words of the poem, but it's, love is kind, love is willing,
Yeah.
things of that nature. It shouldn't be hard. Of course, it's gonna be. You ain't never heard that?
It shouldn't be hard. I mean,
No, it shouldn't be.
Not that you won't have difficulties.
Yeah,
but
that's
right.
for relationships in general.
Yeah.
Though.
That when you think about it like that, if it's just a relationship, and you going through we go through difficult times.
Yeah,
we went through one like 2 months ago.
Sure.
Yeah, like a real difficult time.
Yeah,
but we were like, one of the things that I always tell her, I say, "Are you going anywhere?" She's like, "No."
Right.
Am I going anywhere? No. So
figure it out.
What is this really about exactly?
Right. Yeah. Nuanced things will happen, but the connection that you guys have, that you built up, that driving force to where it's like, okay, I didn't really even know you, but we didn't spend hours getting to know each other and talking right off the rip.
Yeah.
That building that strength and that foundation, something that you couldn't get all the other places you ain't been looking for, that's worth putting in a little extra effort.
Absolutely. It's not a big deal. Especially when you see the person that you're with you see them growing too.
Yeah.
If you see that person growing, man, you got to give people grace.
Yeah.
I think we all deserve that. But we grew up, especially, we talked about this earlier, being a black family household. Even when you looked at it, 18, they're kicking you out the house.
Oh, you gone.
Because you're an adult, but that don't mean that you're a man or a woman. That
you
just
ain't ready
means
for
that
the
legally,
world.
you can do a little bit more than you could when you were 17.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that doesn't make you grown just because you're 18. Yeah. So just because you just met your woman or your man, you go through stuff, you still got to grow with that person. Right. And you got to give them grace because we all deserve it.
Nah, for real.
We all deserve it,
man.
And that's what it's really about.
Yep.
You talking about some stuff, man. We got the relationship coaching aspect that we're going to need to cover, and we got to get into more of the TV aspect of your background and everything. So this is definitely going to end up being a part
for
two.
sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
I'm good with that, man.
We're gonna have him back for sure, man. For sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
But yeah, this has been an enriching conversation with you, Till. Thank you for coming through.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. Let the fam know. Of course, we're gonna have his we're gonna be doing promos and everything. But let the fam know what you got going on, where they can follow you, how they can support you, or anything like that.
You can follow me on Instagram at Adonis_Loveless. That's a long story too. You can look me on Facebook. You look at Tillman, TheardTillman. Or if you look at the hashtag Dr. Lightskin,
there you go.
You'll definitely find me there.
Come on now.
Yeah, man. So I'm definitely coming out with a show soon.
Here we go.
Possibly 2 shows. One is going to be called Commonwealth. We're going to be talking about anyone with businesses, but we're going to focus more on Black-owned businesses.
Well, we're going to have to be on there then.
You're going to be the first ones on there.
We got to be on there then.
Ready for it.
We kind of got to be on there.
You guys are definitely going to be the first ones on
Black-owned, and it's a business.
Right,
so
and it's a business.
Yeah, come on now. Yeah. Yes, sir. We meet.
Yeah. So, but I'm also getting back into the relationship coaching game. So you guys can find me on that. I'm starting to put up more content on stuff like that.
Okay.
Because I think in the Black community, we need to see that more. We see a lot of no's and what not to do.
Yeah.
And we focus on the negative, but we need to see more of the positive in order for it to work.
Yeah.
Facts.
There's nothing wrong with focusing on what we need to build up on, but what about the stuff we're doing right? It's never highlighted.
Yeah.
And we get it from all sides, not just our own. Bad enough the white people do it, Hispanic people do it, Asian people do it. So we need to start spotlighting what love can really do in our realm.
Our community, yeah.
Because once we get the family household together,
that's where it starts.
That's where it starts. You know how powerful we become?
I was about to say, when you do see it, that Black love and that Black family, oh man, it's nothing like it.
Yeah,
it's an amazing thing, and it's something that opens your eyes and be like, man, I want that.
Right, so, exactly. So
that's important work.
Yeah, so we got some work to do, but that's how you guys can find me. Y'all just follow me. I follow people back too. You know, just don't have like 2 posts and shit. And then I'm not
What I got to follow.
Yeah, what I got to follow. Follow me.
We gotta respect the algorithm.
Right,
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Algorithm like, who is this? Like,
Right.
No.
Yeah.
All